I am Senor Shah, music selector, DJ, and today we're going to talk about the basics of songs mixing with my DJ equipment. Now, what is a controller, a DJ controller? Basically, a DJ controller is a machine that enables you to mix and transit two different tracks. And today I'm going to show you a quick one on how this DJ controller functions as, and its knobs and sliders and the faders. What are these about? Let me show you. First thing, we have a fader. What is a fader? Basically, we have two channels, A and B. This is your first track. You load up the first track and you load up the second track on A and B. A fader, two faders going up. It's like a door. One for your B and one for your A. If you shut door B, you wouldn't get into A. If you shut your door A, you can't get into B. So what you need to do is to make sure A and B is open for them to transit together. Secondly, I'm going to tell you about the pitch slider. What is a pitch slider? A pitch slider, you can see it from birth, is basically a function where you can speed up the BPM of your track. What do I mean by BPM? It is called beats per minute. Let's say if the track has a 70 BPM, and if you look at a pitch slider, it has a plus and minus, means that you can move it up, slide it down, and move it up and slide it down. The numerals of the original beats per minute will change up or it will lessen down. So basically, we're gonna make it neutral in 0%, means it will stay as it is. And if you want to mix in two different tracks, sometimes you have to change the tracks that is being played before, and you get ready the one before with the same numeral BPM and change it with the pitch slider. Now the next one is we have equalization, aka we call them EQs. If you see it from the top, we have basically a gain knob, a treble knob, a mid knob, and a bass knob. And in other words, it's your high, your mids, and your lows. What does this do? So your treble, your mid, and your bass cuts off the frequencies of the tracks on each channel, channel A and channel B. And at the same time, when you open the door, you need to open the door slightly ajar or slightly afar. So that's why we have this thing called gain. A gain knob enables you to open the door slightly ajar or slightly closer. That's for channel A and channel B. Okay, I'm going to introduce to you the crossfader. Earlier on, we talked about doors to channel A and doors to channel B. If you open the door and you open the door, and there is one more door that enables you to meet them together, which is the crossfader. This crossfader, if you slide it to my right, B, it will only open the door of B. Even though you have the two up fader open, you only allow anything from channel B to run through, but it's not ready yet to go into channel A. So what do? Just push it to the middle, and instead of just two doors of A and B, you have another key to meet them for A and B, which is your crossfader. Next up, this is one of the most important things in DJing. As much as we just explained to you what a fader and a knob does, the next thing we have is the platter. What is the platter? Okay, platter is a revolving, motorized, moving circle, as I see it, that shows you and let the tracks run and run and run, and you can control how the tracks would run, and you can even pause it with your hand, and you can reverse it, forward it while we're on the mix. So what do I have here is a motorized fader, just like your regular turntable, and it's just a function where how to play, press the play button, You hear a sound, right? I'm on channel B. The motorized platter, as you can see, is moving, right? So what do? And I'll go back to A again. Let's have a listen. So I'm gonna press stop to both. And this is basically how a DJ controller with moving, revolving, motorized platter looks like and sounds like. Let me show you again. Let me show you again one more time. As I mentioned earlier, you can forward and reverse it. Or you can forward it. It's likewise for channel A. And you can forward it. So for me personally, as a DJ, I love revolving motorized platter because it gives me better control on the tracks. Now, the most important thing a DJ would need to have is a pair of headphones. This is important because you need to listen to the track or the song before you could even open up your outfader or your crossfader as a cue to know and to listen to what you'll have choose on the next track. So basically, let me show you something. I'm gonna play this beat. With my headphones, I'm able to listen to the next song I'm about to drop. You might notice there's like an echoing effect, right? So what I do is because it's both are of the same track that I chose, so I need to move the pitch slider to make it match. And then when you open the doors, and then you close the other one, and it comes back to the same tracks or the beats that I've chosen before. Okay, the next step I'm going to introduce to you is having a song selected on A and B. As I already prepared for you guys 2 different instrumentals today, I'm going to let you have a listen. First thing, remember this is your small little door that leads to the 2 doors of A and B. So put them in the middle, and then I load up in channel A, an instrumental, and I open up the door. Make sure that the door is nicely right enough for the song to get in by adjusting your gain. I will put it at 11 p.m. Alright, so let's have a listen. This is a 4-bar intro. And then we'll go to the channel B. We'll stop it. Now let's listen to channel B. It's another 4-bar intro. Okay, and then we'll have them transit with A going in first and then B catching up. First thing, we'll have to look at the BPM of each song, and I realize it's the same BPM at 105 BPM. So we have to make sure that the pitch slider is that it's neutral. All right, and then let's go back to the beginning of the track on channel A, which sounds like this. And then let the track run. And then let it run a few more further for a few bars, maybe 8 bars. And then get ready and listen to the track that is upcoming on your headphones. And then slowly put up channel B. And it goes something like. Make sure your gain is right. Cut off the EQs. I'm cutting off the highs. Put the fader down on an A. And that's in a nutshell how you transit from track A to track B. I shall demonstrate to you again. Okay, let's have track A loaded with the beats that was before. Now, one more time. My style is always like to have my crossfader in the middle, and I use my up fader as a door opening and a door close. Likewise for channel B. I have it all down first, and then when I'm ready, I'll put up the door. I make sure the gain, which is the amount of entry to the doors, are nicely turned to 11 o'clock on the knobs. So, shall I show it to you guys again? Make sure you get ready on the next one real quick. Go to your headphones. Pull down your fader B. And look out for your crossfader. Make sure it's not on the left or on the right. It should be in the middle. And take out headphones again. Make sure you're on cue. Go something like this. And pull up your fader on channel B slowly. And turn your knobs around, especially the bass, because the beat starts to kick in. And kill it. And pull down your down fader A. That's how you transit again from channel A to channel B with 2 different songs on the same neutral BPM. I shall show it to you guys again one more time. Okay, let's start again. One more time. You have your crossfader in the middle, your up fader on the down for A and B, and then you load up your song. And then press the play button. As for me, I will always like, as I mentioned earlier, about rotating, revolving platters, because I can have my hand on it in great control. So with your out fader, getting ready, your headphones, don't forget your headphones. And here we go. Play around with your gain, which is the amount of entry, as I call it. And the beat already starts to kick in. Now get ready your channel B. Make sure it's on the first beat for channel B. Okay, play a bit more. Couple of bars, let it run. Couple of bars. It's all about experimenting. Up. Slowly play with the pitch fader. Make it sure that everything's on time. Cut. Or move it a bit forward. Cut your EQs on the low. And then cut totally the lows. And then make sure you press stop on A. Okay.